Hi everybody, this is Dr. Eliana Aaron, Director of EMA Care. I hope everyone is doing well. Today we're going to talk about what the research has showed as far as the virus being on different surfaces. So there's a few research studies that have been shown as far as what percentage of objects in the area of the person who is sick has the virus and issues about retaining a virus potentially and how that can impact us. It's important to understand that even though we feel like this virus has been around for a really long time, it hasn't been. So even though millions of people have been affected by this virus, we really don't have a huge amounts of research. Research takes time. And having a couple of months under our belt is not enough time to produce, a large-scale research project. So I do want to talk about this. These are studies that have been done internationally, and they show that, when someone is sick, the highest levels of surface contamination are found on computer mouses, because when people are sick, they're still working. And so 75% of people in ICUs who have a mouse, and the mouse, by the way, can also be the nurses and the doctors, have the virus, while people who are in general wards with this, which means the equivalent of what you would have at home basically, then about 20% of the mouses have it. So what you also see is the sicker someone is, the more likely, the higher the viral count, and the more likely you're going to see a lot of surface contamination. So other things that were found to have high rates in wards that have very sick people include trash cans, handrails of the beds, doorknobs. So what they also found, though, is that in a normal ward, not in an intensive care ward, is you still have a lot of the doorknobs still have the virus. And this is, of course, with personal protective equipment, because I may have gloves on, but then I'm going to touch my phone, and then I'm going to open the door, and now my phone is contaminated. So actually, 83% of phones were shown to have virus. So that, as we know from lots of other studies, phones are not clean. I literally wipe down my phone every day. They have the cleaning liquids like this. I clean it every day. Sometimes I use alcohol wipes, and I just wipe down my phone every day. That's my phone. I wipe it down, all the areas that I touch, okay? And the back, where I touch the back, and the strap. I have a strap, most people don't, but then you let it air dry, and that kills any surface contamination. I do this all the time, whether there's COVID or not. We know that phones are not clean. Most people have phones that have all kinds of things on them, and if you knew what was on them, people would think twice before taking their phones into the restroom, or putting them next to their beds when they sleep, or using them in bed. Okay, so you have to clean your phone regularly, even when Corona is not here. Remote controls. So remote controls, about 65% of the time, have virus when there's someone who's sick. Okay, toilets, obviously, toilets aren't clean anyway, so we're not surprised. The surfaces on the rooms, the bedside tables, the bed rails, the window ledges. People don't think about the window ledge, but the window ledge is where we put things. Sometimes in a hospital situation, you put things there. It's also not an area that's normally cleaned on a regular basis. So 81% of those ledges actually have virus. So that's not good. What they also found is that there was a lot of personal items that were found to be positive for coronavirus in the area of someone who's sick. That includes exercise equipment, all the medical equipment, okay? So think about all the stuff that's around where a patient is. You have the pulse oximeter, you have monitors, you have IV poles, all of that was found to be contaminated. Computers, okay? So I'm obviously talking on my computer. The same cleaning process that I have for my phone, I use for my computer every single day. It's cleaned. We use it all the time. We use our mouse all the time. The other thing people don't realize, you know, is reading glasses. So your glasses, even when you have gloves on, even when you have a mask on, you're constantly, you know, adjusting your glasses. The mask is fogging you up and you're adjusting your glasses, or I need to put my glasses on because I'm reading. So your glasses have a very high chance, again, over 80% chance of having the virus if you have the virus. So why am I telling you all this? I'm telling you this because a lot of these surfaces that are around, for someone who's sick, those are surfaces that become problematic. It's also areas that we don't clean on a regular basis. Most people don't clean their phone on a regular basis, or their computer, or their mouse. When's the last time you cleaned your mouse? You know, we wipe our glasses with tissues when we can't see, but do we really clean them? And the answer is usually not that often. So this is giving us an idea about how infection can spread and what objects, simple objects like glasses, a mouse, and a phone can actually cause this virus to end up spreading to other people. So I wanted to explain this to you and show this to you so that you would understand when all of these organizations, the World Health Organization, the CDC, the Israeli Ministry of Health, when they say be very good about hygiene in your home, personal hygiene and hygiene in the home, that means wiping down these joint shared surfaces. So as the restrictions go lower and as we're exposed to more people, we have to keep in mind that these areas, light switches, door handles, faucets, that we touch and we don't really think about are surfaces that should be cleaned and wiped down every day if possible, so that we reduce our chance, in case we are exposed to somebody, of actually getting sick through that object. This is Dr. Eliana Aaron. I hope everyone stays well, stays safe, and tries to stay home.